This is a fascinating battle I had. Just several things about it just came together and made for a wonderfully balanced game of illustrating mini points. That's an 80-ton Victor bearing down on me. It's a conquest game, which is resource. You have to capture the resource points. I have some friendly units coming up behind me. Pretty much the whole team swung around on the right flank. And this Victor is trying to take some long-range shots at me to keep me off. A friendly Spider runs off there to tangle with the Victor, keep it from bearing down on me. It's getting a lot of fire coming in, missile support from the friendly mechs. You can see the damage going on the Victor. I really can't, in clear conscience, let the Spider face the Victor alone. In the very least, I need to go up there and be a diversion, distraction to him to keep him from being able to focus on him. And that Spider is quite fearless. That Victor is getting a tremendous pasting. Is move on, moving around, firing as much as we can, and that Victor is just being torn apart, and it goes down. Moral of the story is don't be alone. If you're alone, the lone wolves die in this game. You need to stay with the group. Unless, and I break that rule all the time, but that's another explanation. Now this is another 80-ton assault mech. This is an awesome. And it's pretty much just the two of us facing him. We're a little farther away. The others aren't sending in fire support. We're doing what we can. He's already shut down once. He literally does 2 volleys and is shut down. And there he goes down. A Spider, 30 tons, did most of the damage that took him down. Center, torso, rear. He just sat there and gunned him. The 30-ton mech takes down an 80-ton mech. Don't make your mech builds too hot. Another moral of the story. Now, saving you a lot of trouble of me running around just grabbing resource points, we won this game, but it's almost at the end, getting most of the resource points. And I was a little tore up, so I was not eager to face other mechs, but at the end of the battle here, I thought I'd come over here and just do a few shots on this guy, do a little bit more damage, and then the game ends. We hit the resource limit. This match, another conquest / resource game. Save you the trouble of watching me run across the whole expanse of the Arctic tundra here. As I approach the first resource, I start camping it and waiting for there are friendly units coming in. Most of them are kind of spread out in a column behind me. Start taking some shots. Some friendlies are around, but mostly it's enemies coming up. My goal here is to keep them off bases. I believe it's a 60-ton dragon. There's also a raven running around. My goal is just keep them off balance and keep them from securing the resource while the friendly mechs come in. Don't want to take too much damage, as I actually am taking quite a bit of damage in this mess. Circling around. It's actually the enemy raven coming at me, but due to the fact there's some friendlies behind him, it looks like he might have a blue triangle over his head, so I didn't want to shoot at him too soon because I was concerned that I might do some friendly damage. This is just one big whirling firefight. As other enemy mechs start bearing down on me, I disengage to try to avoid some of the damage. Running towards a friendly to help cover me, put some hill between us. Again, my goal is to just keep them off balance and distracted so that some of the friendlies can do more damage. Unfortunately, they had reinforcements come up. So I decide to disengage since I have gotten pretty beat up. Armor is in very rough shape. Notice on the radar that there is one friendly and one enemy on the other side of this hill, so I decide I'm just going to plow through here and go see what's going on and help out that friendly, take down that enemy. And there's that friendly spider. I don't doubt it's the same spider I was with earlier. But here we have a lone enemy Jaeger mech being dogged by now 2 fast mechs. I've been experimenting with different weapons configurations to see which one would work better. And a lucky shot, he took out my leg, which was already in rough shape to begin with. So I just sat there and just started pouring all the fire I can into him. What's funny is he ignores me. He's going after the spiders. Spiders are the notoriously hard to hit mech in this game. They are very hard to hit. They're very agile. And he goes down. If he'd gone after me in the first place and then he had the spider on its own, at this point I'm basically out of the match. For me, the game is over. My top speed, I believe, is 40 kilometers an hour now, which is on par with the assault mech's top speed. But still, that's... At the rest of the game, I basically got to every resource point as it was captured or as the other enemy mechs were all destroyed. So I really didn't get to do anything else the rest of the game. But I thought it was a good illustration of 2 excellent points. Don't go alone, get isolated from the group. The exception where I do that a lot is I'm fast enough to get away and get back to friendly forces. The other is don't make your mech too hot, or you will die horribly.